When you switch from an iPhone 17 Pro or anything older to the iPhone Air, you're going to feel something that's different but also kind of familiar. And honestly, that difference is still pretty tolerable. Even though, yeah, there are a few downsides. Things like the weight, the performance, the camera, and the one thing that hit me the most, the battery life. That alone basically explains why Apple made a special power bank just for this phone. But at the same time, I also feel like there's some upside to that whole situation. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing my experience after using the iPhone Air, starting from the design, which is literally the thinnest iPhone Apple has ever made. The performance with the same chip as the iPhone 17 Pro. Is it just as fast or not? The single rear camera. Is that a deal breaker if you love taking pics or shooting videos? And of course, the one thing everyone talks about, the battery life. So yeah, here's my honest opinion after using the iPhone Air for over a month. Design-wise, this thing feels kind of special. The iPhone Air actually looks really good. Not just because it's crazy slim, but you can tell Apple really put thought into every detail of this phone. For example, the frame is made of titanium with a glossy finish. Even though the glossy finish gets fingerprint smudges super easily, it still looks premium. Usually, titanium iPhones use a semi-matte finish, like the iPhone 16 Pro. But on the iPhone Air, this is the first time they went full glossy. I personally think Apple did that on purpose, so the Air feels classy and high-end. The back is protected with ceramic shield, so it's not easily scratched. And FYI, the reason I said Apple's new power bank is specifically designed for the iPhone Air is because it fits the back perfectly. If you try using it on another iPhone, like the 17 Pro, the plates don't line up, so you have to stick it horizontally. And honestly, it looks weird. The display is a 6.5-inch OLED panel, slightly bigger than the iPhone 17. It has ProMotion, 120 Hz, always on display, and up to 3,000 nits of brightness. I tried it outdoors and it's still super visible. The image quality is sharp and the colors look great. Just a note, this max brightness only works when auto brightness is enabled. From my experience gaming, watching content, and editing photos, videos, 6.5 inches is more than enough. In benchmark numbers, both CPU and GPU scores are surprisingly high. In fact, for single-core and multi-core CPU performance, the iPhone Air actually beats the iPhone 16 Pro Max same with GPU. The raw numbers are higher. But if you compare it to the iPhone lineup released in the same year, the Air is the lowest one. Spec-wise, though, it's still solid. It uses the A19 Pro chip like the 17 Pro, 12 GB RAM, 6-core CPU, 5-core GPU, and a 16-core neural engine. The only difference is that the Air has one less GPU core than the Pro model. From my everyday experience, social media, watching videos, editing photos, and gaming, everything runs super smooth. Genshin Impact and Zenless Zone Zero run on high settings just fine. But I did notice that after a few minutes of heavy gaming, the phone gets warm, especially around the camera area, and when it gets hot, FPS drops can happen. So if you're someone who loves long gaming sessions, I don't think the iPhone Air is the right choice, but for day-to-day use, performance is more than good enough. Now for the battery, this is something you really need to consider before switching. From my experience, the battery is kind of weak. I usually get around 6 to 7 hours of screen-on time on weekdays, but on the iPhone Air I only get around 4 hours. For me, that's below standard. It still depends on what you do, though. Some days I use the camera a lot. Some days it's social media or light gaming. So the results vary. It's still usable, but I often end the day with battery left in the single digits, so I have to charge again at night. This is literally why Apple made a special power bank for the iPhone Air. It's basically the second battery for this phone. For me, the single rear camera is actually good enough. It shoots great video too, but yeah, I still kind of feel like something's missing. Probably because I'm used to having ultra-wide lenses, so now I feel like I lost that option. The rear camera only has 1x and a cropped 2x from the main lens. But I've taken tons of photos with the iPhone Air, and honestly, the results are surprisingly solid. The dynamic range is good, The background separation is nice, and the photos are sharp, day or night. For a single lens setup, the quality is really impressive. Sometimes I miss the ultrawide or telephoto lens, but the more I use it, the more reliable the main camera feels. So personally, the camera isn't a downside for me, but if you use ultrawide or telephoto a lot, the iPhone Air might not be for you. The selfie camera is actually a massive upgrade. It's now 18 megapixels with a bigger square sensor, making it easier to shoot portrait or landscape without rotating the phone. The photo quality is great, even in low light. Videos are also really good. Great dynamic range, stable footage, and even when I walked while recording, the stabilization held up low-light video also looks impressive. The Air also supports dual capture, just like the iPhone 17 and 17 Pro. Overall, the camera quality is good, even with just one lens. Now let's talk about the features that were removed on the iPhone Air. I wouldn't call these negatives because everyone has different needs. First is the speaker. The iPhone Air only has a mono speaker located near the selfie camera. When I watch videos, all the sound comes from one side. Totally different from older iPhones where the audio feels balanced. The sound also isn't as powerful as other iPhones. For the price, you'd expect stereo speakers, but Apple only gave us mono. Though honestly, the quality is still decent for everyday use. Second, the missing ultra-wide and telephoto lenses. Since there's only one lens, you don't get much flexibility for photos and videos. Sometimes I even have to bring another phone just to fill in that gap. But if you don't really care about extra lenses, you're good. The main camera is already solid for daily use. So what do you guys think? If you feel like something's missing, drop it in the comments below. The iPhone Air feels like two sides of a coin. On one side, you get a super thin design, lightweight build, and crazy performance for its class. But on the other side, you have to compromise on a few things, mainly the battery, the missing extra cameras, and the mono speaker. But again, it all depends on how you use your phone. If you want an iPhone that's lightweight, stylish, still fast, and you don't really care about having a full camera setup or super long battery life, the iPhone Air is a solid choice. But if you're the type who plays heavy games, needs strong battery life, or uses ultra-wide lenses a lot, then the Pro series might be better for you. So what do you think? Is the iPhone Air worth it for your daily use? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss more honest reviews from me. See you in the next video. Peace out.